Hello guys, I hope you all are safe and well. In today's demo, we will be exploring the insides of a computer. This involves understanding each component and their relative functions within the computer. I hope you guys enjoy it. So here is a computer that we will be exploring. We've stripped it down so that it can be easier for us to examine the internal parts. As you can see, we've labeled it for your convenience. To begin, we'll start with the power supply, which supplies the main power to the computer. Within the power supply, we have a few components: the transformer, the voltage regulator, and the cooling fan. The transformer's job is to increase or decrease the alternating current that's being drawn into the power supply. The voltage regulator's job is to maintain a constant voltage level. And the cooling fan, as we all know, is used to keep the computer from overheating. Now, coming out of the power supply, we have these power cables which provide power to the motherboard. The motherboard is where all of the computer's components are held together using cables, internal wiring, and slots. So here we have the RAM slots. Now the RAM stands for Random Access Memory, which is a temporary storage of data that the computer is currently working with. Next to it, we have the PCI slots, which stands for Peripheral Component Interconnected Slots, which are for computer cards to be placed here, which are used for video, sound, and networking. On the left side of that, we have this very small battery, which is used for very simple basic features of the computer, such as keeping the clock in the computer running. Now, against the side, we have the graphics card, which is where image data is translated into a format that can be displayed by the monitor or the computer screen. Now here we have the hard drive, this thing I'm holding right here, which is a large capacity permanent storage, which can hold things such as programs, files, and other documents. Now, possibly the most important component of a computer is the CPU, which is formerly known as the Central Processing Unit. We can think of the CPU as the computer's brain, which is where all of the calculations of the computer are being performed, and it also helps to run the computer. Now, just to add, we have our speaker here, which we all know what that does. And going to the outside, as you can see, this little square here is where the hard drive is connected to. We have our floppy drive, where we insert our floppy disk, which are portable storage units. Then we have our CD-ROM drive, which is where our CDs go, and then the tape drive, which is where our cassette tapes go. Now, I'm laughing because the fact that this computer has a tape drive should let you know that this is a very old computer model. And that concludes our dive into the insides of a computer. Thank you. So, I hope you guys found the information we provided very useful. Now, as I stated a little earlier, the computer we was just examining is quite old. However, a lot of the components within that computer are still present within the newer models of desktop computers and laptops.